man, it's happening. It's happening. Made the coffee early. I didn't start drinking it early. Kind of forgot. Not even sure if I'm ready to go live, but it's past 10, so it's happening. I'm definitely not in live condition. But what are you going to do in live? I think I got most of the big stuff picked up off the filming area. Oh man, I'm sleepy. I just woke up. I stayed up too late watching TV. Slept in my watch. I didn't get my watch put back on. I don't know why that makes me sleep in, but I think there's something on my watch that wakes me up, I think, if I remember right. I don't know for sure. Anything could happen. So yeah, I woke up, couldn't find my glasses. That was fun. They were on the floor, under a piece of furniture. Had to clean up the kitchen real quick. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get this thing figured out here. Let's see here. All right. That's pretty close. Get this thing figured out here. Oop. All right. So today, now that I'm half asleep and I don't know what I'm doing, I'm try to get this streamed up to the kitchen TV. That's gonna take a second. Mirror, kitchen TV, please. There we go. There we go. All right. So today we had banana pancakes. Oh, banana pancakes. Well, the pancakes sound good. Banana pancake sounds like a good way to have extra pancakes because no one wants to eat that. Banana pancakes. Ugh. Do you know what that is? Do you know what this is? It's got a shield on one side, and your hand. Do you know what that is? It's the light switch covers, dude. I got my 2 installed. These are going to be on my these are going to be with a magnet on my refrigerator waiting. Until I decide I got 2 more switches that need covered up. They are less than $1 and they are amazing. I was gonna get one set and see if they sucked. And I was like, dude, these are like 60 cents for 2. I'm just going to get 2 or 4 of them, I guess. I mean, I guess if it goes bad, I'll have to figure something out financially. That's right, switch covers. No, they fit perfect, and I didn't realize it had the side thing on them. Like the video, yeah, you should like that. Don't forget to like pancakes, clear plastic pancakes. Yep. Let me turn the volume down on my TV. It's somehow rattling as I pontificate. Yeah, I couldn't help myself. Temu's got a little thing going with their little psychological warfare they perform on the public. They send you these little emails, and it's like they got this lotto thing with a time pressure element. Well, the lotto thing's fake, where it's like, hey, spin the thing, see what happens, and of course you're going to get the best one, but it's like, you got 10 minutes. But if you buy something in 10 minutes, we're going to give you this crazy discount or whatever, but you got it, then it's like, oh, you bought one thing, we got to buy 2 more things. It's like, ah! So, hold on, I got to get some better devices out. My advice, if you're going to order from Temu, is get a list of things that you think you want to get from Temu. Don't buy them all at once. Never buy a full order from Temu. Buy whatever it takes to get the discount, and then stop. And then wait for your next discount, and then reorder the next thing. So like for me, it was like, I can't remember what they were. It was like buy one thing for 90% off or some crazy shit. And then like, oh, I gotta buy 2 more things. Well, I ended up getting those light switches because they were like 60 cents or something. Like, haha, nice try, Temu. I'm gonna out Temu. But yeah. I forget what I'm doing here. Don't worry, I got a video coming. Temu videos people are enjoying them. Not as much as snowblower videos, which by the way is crazy. My snowblower video from the other day, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, 18,000 views. 18,000 views on a snowblower video. That's just one of them. Another one got like 2,000 views. It's like, people just love it. And apparently what people really love to do on a snowblower video is comment about how they have a better snowblower video. That's a lot of the comments. Some people are like, oh, sis, there's 2 types of commenters on a snowblower video. It's, I've got a shitty snowblower and I'm looking to buy what you've got and I like what you've got. Or I've got a better snowblower video, but I wanted to let you know that because mine is still being paid for, or, you know, mine. I'm still paying for mine, or I'm making monthlies or whatever because I bought the fucking $10,000, whatever. I mean, I got one guy who was like, I prefer tank treads and hydraulic controls. I was like, Jesus Christ, buddy. It's like, I use a skid loader usually. I one-upped your one-up, buddy. All right, what are we doing? We're making pancakes. What do I usually do? Let's do 2 cups of pancakes. Is that going to be too much? Oh, God, I don't even know. Yeah, 18,000 views. Which is crazy that... I mean, I think that video is made like $25 off that or something. Like, I don't know exactly how it works, but like, it just cracks me up that someone's paying me to... When is it going to snow? Never again, I hope so. See? Well, that was the other... So there's a lot of people... This is another one. So I should self-correct. There's 3 types. There's one that says, I have a shitty snow... Or a person with a shitty snowblower looking to buy a better one. A person with a better snowblower letting me know theirs is better. And then there's the 3rd type who has the exact same or equivalent, but yet has not been able to use their snowblower. A lot of that. There's a lot of people who's like, dude, I got the same snowblower. I'm just waiting for some snow. And I'm like, oh, man. Like, the ancient ritual of making it not snow by buying a snowblower, congratulations, worth every penny you paid. You know what I mean? It's just like, whatever. It's kind of funny. I think what is the one I'm seeing now? The electric snowblower. I'm thinking, how could that even? I mean, whatever. I'm gonna go. I can't even. My brain cannot even wrap my head around. I mean, the desire to make electric good is so great in people's minds. The shit they'll convince themselves of. Like, what was I reading? I think it was in, was it Duluth? Duluth, Minnesota, where they went all electric on their public transit, and now that no one can get around because it got so cold nothing would work. There wasn't enough battery in the bus to make the full route, so they'd have to like go back after 45 minutes and recharge, and like the charge was like a half a day or something. Now I'm not saying that's not working, but like I got some bad news. That ain't working. How many snowblowers do I have? Technically I have 2. My father gave me his old snowblower with a blown engine on it, and I put a new engine on it. I put a bigger engine on the snowblower, and I can't get the belt tension correct. So like that snowblower will blow unblown snow, but it cannot go through like tight packed snow. Like it doesn't have enough grip on it, and I just kind of gave up on it. I still have it. What's kind of crazy is the motor I put on that thing was one of those Harbor Freight mowers back when they were Honda clones before they got sued. So it's like a true Honda clone. And it's the big one too. I'll probably sell that thing for a mint. What am I doing? I gotta put water in this thing. 2 cups is 1 and 3 cups of water. Hold please. Oh man. 1 cup. Coming up. Uno. The other thing I've noticed, because obviously I'm getting snowblower videos too. Oh, was it 1/3? Something I've noticed is a lot of the snowblower videos are of people who buy really, really big snowblowers, right? When I say big, I'm talking about the width part. And then when they blow their snow, they're only engaging like maybe barely half of the chute, or not chute, the impeller intake. They're only using like half of that thing. Because in their mind, they think the snow's going to spill out. And like, I'm just like, whoa, dude. I don't even understand it. I do not understand it. I don't know, whatever. I'm pretty happy with mine. Did you see that short I made the other day? I piled the snow up and shot it with my thing, made a 40-second short. With the full glory of how far that snowblower goes. Like, it doesn't, you can't even wrap your head around it in the video. Because like, you look at the video, it's like, yeah, that's going. But like, I'm 5'10". So like, twice of me is like over 10 feet. And you look at how tall I am in that video, dude, it is shooting the snow to the moon. What year did I buy the? Honestly, I think I've had it for like 4 years. It's kind of crazy to think about. I think I've had that thing for 4 years now. They redesigned them a little bit. They put, what did they do to them? They gave them an LED. They gave them an LED light and like changed the rim color and the font. The font on the whatever, the letters that says Aaron's. But position on that for anyone that's like, oh man, you don't have LEDs. You ready for this? I don't snowblow in the dark, so I don't care. If it's dark and I need to run a snowblower, you know what I do? I wait till the sun's up. There's no moment in my life where I was like, I gotta get this snow blown in the dark. Sorry, friends. If you're in that position, I feel bad for you a little bit. A little bit I feel bad for you. Not that bad, but I feel a little bit bad for you. But there's no moment in my life where I'm out in the dark blowing snow. Sorry. So I could care less about the LEDs on my snowblower. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wish I had them because they're better, right? All right, let's get this figured out. I gotta get my brain on straight. I'm thinking about shallow frying these in bacon grease. Does that sound like a good idea? Affirmative. Okay. I think today's the last of the cold days. I think it's been cold where I live. It feels like for weeks. Let's see. Just type something out. Yeah, no, the 28 and the 24 are the same engine. Super high output. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. That's what everybody wants. I got a lot of super high output people tellers. Well, so maybe the 28 is the perfect solution for the phenomenon I'm watching of people only using part of their chute. Maybe you buy the 28 so you can actually get 24-inch swath. I mean, don't ask me. I'm not an expert in anything. It's just something I just know. It's like someone like I guess the ones I'm seeing is like the top of the line Aaron's is like this behemoth. The thing's got to be 35 inches wide and it's got like a car engine on it. It's the biggest, craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. And like some dude filmed his wife running it and she was like blowing like 4 inches of snow. I'm thinking, come on now, like unless you're just trying to make the internet mad. I mean, maybe that's what the guy was doing. I mean, kind of got my blood pressure up a little bit. I guess the old Aaron's, there was a different engine size between the 24 and 28. Because one guy was like, oh, too bad you didn't get the big engine. I'm thinking, buddy, until you go SHO, super high output, this is the big engine. They don't make a bigger engine. I guess what's so crazy about that 24 is because yeah, no, that's the thing. Well, so when I found out they redesigned, you know, the whatever, so I was like, oh no, they redid it. They make them better. So I did a bunch of research because, like, you know, I'm a weirdo. I just can't do normal shit. Like I have to like, oh, And I have to spend hours like, what's the difference between the thing I own and the thing I'm never going to get? You know, like I have to do that. And I'm on the forums reading. Turns out they're the same. I found that out. But anyways, one guy, he ordered a brand new Aaron's, and when he went to pick it up, they gave him the old one, and it was the same price. He's like, what the fuck? It's like, there's no LED. What? The rims are gray, not black. They're like, oh, it's the same thing. He's like, nah, that's not the same thing. That's the old model, and I'm here today. I want the new model. And like the dealer was like, well, I got a waiting list, and you're not going to. And the guy was like, fuck you. And they went and bought ones from somebody else. That's some ballsiness to like try to pull that on somebody. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. Aaron's 28. That thing is going to get some work done too. Don't worry about that. But it's just like, I'm trying to think of the other one. I always find if it's a two-person video shot, the person shooting the video is usually a person who doesn't operate a snowblower and is not a person who appreciates the operation of a snowblower. And when they film like the parked car, the part that's been blown, and maybe a little bit of auger, but like, I'll be honest with you, the auger isn't the best part of a snowblower. What people want to see when they watch snowblower video is how far is the fucking snow going. And I've yet to see a good video of a two-person operation where the filmographer, the cinematographer, is shooting the correct amount of far enough back, and let's see where this thing's going. That's what people want to see. And I get it. You know, the guy's like, hey, honey, film me running. And she's like, okay. She's out there in her bathrobe, cold, you know, filming the ground or whatever. Like, oh, God. The struggle is real, kids. It is real. Whatever. I just realized there's not enough bacon grease here for me to shallow fry. We're going to have to augment that. Hold, please. We'll do a little bacon grease to get the flavor. What's the weather like? It's still a little cold today. But it's like, what, 2 days, or 2 nights ago, it was 20 below zero here. Like negative 20 Fahrenheit. It's 17 degrees right now. So it's a balmy 17, which is nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about 17, but it's been just Arctic shit. Snow out my asshole. Like, it snowed again the other day. I don't even film snow. I mean, I filled that little bit of that short. It was like 3 more inches, so we've had like a foot, another foot. There was an inch someplace in there, another 3 inches. Like, the whole town has got, like, every side of the road has snow, like 3 feet. You only got a total of 13? Or in one storm? I bet it's all blown away up there. But, there's just like 3 feet of snow on the side of every road, like a cliff. Like, because no one remembers it might snow again. So everybody shoveled their snow to the edge of their driveway on the first snow. Oh, 13 degrees. I was going to say, if you only got 13 inches of snow at your house, I don't even know what to tell you. Well, it's 17 degrees underneath my awning here. That tends to hold a little heat, I think. But, so like after the first giant snowstorm, everyone was like, oh God, I don't have any room for snow. It's like, dude, we're going to get more. And then like more came, like, oh no, what am I going to do now? Then we got more, and then we got more again. It's like, oh no, what am I going to do? So everyone's like struggling, like, where's all this? Sorry, my cords are tangling. I had to plug my phone wasn't charged. I had to like, it's plugged in right now. It's just super inconvenient. So all these people are just struggling. Like, my neighbor had to bring a skid loader in because he has no place to put any snow because he didn't do it right. And he has access to it. Like, he doesn't keep a skid loader in his house, but like his family owns like a tree cutting. I missed the question. Hold, please. The Troy-Bilt push mower. Yes, I do actually. I still have that, and it still works. That's the only one I got because my Toro, the drive system broke on it, and it's like someone was using my mower. Sorry, I got this mower. I got this Toro mower, a really nice mower, and it broke. I fixed it, and then I let someone else use it, and they broke it. It's like, how do you break I don't even understand it. And then I tore it apart, and I was like, I don't even want to fix this thing. So it's like, the Toro is like laying in pieces down in my lower garage, waiting for me to buy a new drive part for it, which I don't know if I'm going to do. I probably should. Probably cost $100 now. But the old Troy, yeah, I got that from like Toe Shifter gave me that mower. That's a true story. He was going to throw it away. It's not self-propelled, and he's like, I'm buying a self-propelled. I'm going to throw this away. You want it? I'm like, yep, sure do. I need a spare mower, a backup to my backup, to my backup, to my backup. Keep backups around. Oh well. So anyways, yeah, the struggle is real. Just, I'm not even gonna tell you how cold it is, how cold it's been in my house. But I'll tell you this, I got a sweatshirt on, I got a wool sweater on, I got a flannel shirt on, and I got thermal underwears on. And on my legs, I got thermal underwears, a pair of jeans, and sweatpants on. And I had a winter cap on. That's what I've been wearing for like 3 weeks straight. Because it is ice goddamn cold in my house, and I do have the heat on. It's just this house does not. What's your favorite yard work in the summer? My favorite yard work is sitting inside not doing yard work. That's what I enjoy the most. I don't really like doing yard work. I mean, running the tillers is fun. I think the biggest problem with running, like doing yard work and stuff, is when it doesn't go well. It's always an ordeal. You know, like right now my snowblower is new enough where it just works, which is nice. Who mows the lawn at my house? The yard keeper does. The yard maintenance man does the yard maintenance at my house. His name is me. All right, this cord thing is getting ridiculous. I'm gonna have to film from this side. Sorry about that. Okay, more pancakes. Oh, I kind of like that little bit of bacon wasn't too shabby. Get that little bacon flavor. Oh, it's smoking though. Oh yeah. It got quiet around here for a second. All right. I mow the lawn as little as possible is what I try to do. I mow the lawn just enough so I don't get in trouble. That's my goal in life. Just enough. Okay. Yeah, 2 feet of snow, I bet. So the problem I'm having with the snow is I'm using the mule, and the mule does not... It's a pusher. You can't stack snow with a mule, so like I'm kind of like... The pile's starting to... I mean... I spent probably an extra 2 hours trying to move that pile and try to figure out a way, because like you can build a ramp and ramp the snow up, and that's what I did. Because like... Once I get the snow pushed, I always come back in and like try to clean it up to keep the driveway wide enough to drive up and down. And when you do the cleanup, it makes a straight wall. Well, that's not a ramp. So yeah, that's... Oh my God! The hell did I just do to that pancake? I just Cajun that thing. Censored. No pancakes were harmed in the filming of this video. Whatever. Might have that up a little too high. Turn that down a little bit. We're going to put that side down. That'll be the solution. That'll be easy. See? No one will ever know. So yeah, just like the snow thing. They actually brought a payloader into my new intersection because that's just a goddamn shit show down there. Because like everybody else was just like, oh, let's plow it to the edge, and it's like, well, let's plow it to the edge, and then like the edge just kind of started becoming the middle of the fucking road. They're like, hey, there's supposed to be an intersection here, and it's like, oops. No one knows where the corners are because it's all brand new and nobody knows. So like they had to bring in a payloader to like scrape the road back to the curb. Which is, that's a real thing. By the way, this maple syrup is good. It does not have a robust taste. It just tastes like lightly flavored maple syrup. I don't know who's making their labels. The road construction is mostly done, yeah. The road is open. Like a month and a half ago, they had to tear a bunch of it out. It was fun. Left the house one day and drove down the road. The road closed. It's like, what? She says, road closed. I'm like, yeah, I doubt it. So I just drove through the road closed sign. Nope, no, the road was closed. They're tearing whole sections out. Don't ask me. Do they do a good job on the road construction? See, that's a complicated topic because the road and the water lines and the sewer in front of my house were so shit that like it wouldn't take much to make it better. So in that aspect, yes, the road is much better. But in actuality, why is all my stuff rolling off? Like, I think my house is settled. Everything's rolling off the edge over here really bad. It doesn't normally do it that fast. Like, all that oil's over here now. Oops, I'm not filming very good. All my oil is just streaming off the edge here. I think the corner of my stove is lowered. Yeah, there's like a pile of oil right there. It's supposed to frizzle fry my edges and give me crispy edges. I'm not getting my crispy edges. I'm getting burned pancakes though. What the F is happening right now? No pancake was harmed in the filming of this pancake cook. Whatever. So yeah, I mean the road, whatever. Almost everything I predicted came true on that road construction project, by the way. Almost 100% of everything. In fact, I can't think of a single thing that I predicted that was going to be the way it is that didn't come true. So, like, one of the funniest ones is like, at one point they're trying to convince me I was supposed to come down my driveway. Like, in the very beginning, they wanted me to come down my driveway, take a hard right onto the gravel road, then a hard left. And they were going to, like, pave in my whole driveway and make it just a road width. And I'm like, get goddamn real. That's my driveway. This is a public road. And I was like, dude, they ain't going to plow my driveway when you put my driveway back in. I promise you. Oh, yeah. This is public road. They're going to plow that. This is all public road. Public roads get cleared by the city. It's all going to get plowed. Blah, blah, blah. Blah. I promise. I was like, dude, you know where it's going to freeze? It's going to freeze in hell. When the snowplow operator comes into where my driveway is, and plows it. It's never going to happen. Trust me. Been living here a long time. It ain't going to happen. And take a guess. They plow all that shit right into my driveway. They don't plow my driveway. They pile it into my driveway. It's just like, huh? Never would have thought that would have happened. Weird, huh? I'm trying to think, like, if I'm going to call, hey city, I need you to come out here and plow the road. Like, they just tell me to pound sand. Like, they just laugh at me. Dude uses a goddamn road grader. Like, that's the other thing. It's like, he uses a road grader. He's not using a fine-tooth comb. He's using a piece of construction equipment that's as long as a A road grader. Like, that ain't happening. That is not happening. I mean, like 90% of that whole area down there is maintained by whoever lives in this neighborhood. I mean, they do run the grader up and down. Well, mostly it's the neighbors that plow it. Two of the neighbors down there on the gravel road, they have snow plows. And every time they leave, they plow one path. And when they come back, they plow one path. And when they leave, they plow one path. Between the two of them, until the thing's plowed, they do that. I watched the road grader guy come back the other day, and he just drove up and down the road just because he wanted something to do. He just drove up it and came back. He didn't even put the plow down. He just drove up and back. Do they clean up? I guess. I mean, my road's still, my front yard's still completely fucked, but I'm going to solve that in the spring myself. Stay tuned for those episodes. You see my cup here? Mother of Dragons. I'm not a mother. There's no such thing as dragons. How about that? My coffee is ice cold already. Ice cold! All right, what else is going on? So, I mean, I still haven't got my impact driver back from Rigid. That's becoming an interesting experience. Those people. 2-week turnaround. Send us your tool. We'll diagnose it and send it back to you in 2 weeks. Okay. I mean, that was like sometime last year. So I know it's been 2 weeks because we're more than 2 weeks into this year. So like I can do that math just in my head. I keep calling them. It's like, and they're like, oh yeah, it's coming. New tool. I got a new battery for my Rigid kit. I'll give you a spoiler. This particular battery came with my drill that I bought back in June. When I press the clickety-clack, the tester button, nothing happens. But the battery still works. Just something is wrong with the... It's with this button, because when I set this battery on the charger, the light comes up. So I called him, I told him, I said, hey, my clickety-clack button is not operating correctly. This battery is only a couple months old. It's supposed to have a 3-year warranty even before the lifetime service agreement kicks in. And they're like, oh yeah. Go on the website, fill out the form. And I'm like, okay. So I go on the website, fill out the form. The form, once you set the model in, the model of the tool, the form auto inserts automatically. When I say auto, it automatically inserts a serial number. Now it's got a high spot in the center now. So it automatically picks a serial number and inserts it with the model number. Well, I've got like a bunch of those batteries, so the serial number that they were auto-generating for me was the wrong serial number. It's like, dude, I'm not going to start a claim on a tool with the wrong serial number because dealing with Rigid, they can barely figure out their shit just regularly, let alone if the serial number's wrong. So I call them, I tell them, like, yeah, we know, because I had the same problem with like another tool, like the Impact, like they didn't think that a person would own more than one of their tools, right? So like they just had to auto-generate the first serial number that's in the list. It's like, whatever. So when I called, they're like, yeah, no, that's screwed up. I was like, yeah, I really don't want to deal with this shit. Can you just like make this right? They're like, yeah, we got you. Just dispose of your own battery and we'll just send you a new one. All right. Do you have a waffle? Yeah, I got 2 waffle makers. I was going to do waffles today, but I decided I haven't had pancakes in a while, so I'm doing pancakes. We'll just send you a battery. I was like, sounds good to me because I know this battery's still good. It's just there's no clickety-clack on it, which is fine. But it's supposed to have a clickety-clack. Order the battery. Battery never comes. You know, same time I'm doing the impact drive, never comes. I call them, I'm like, dude, what's going on? Oh, let's check the records here. Looks like that battery's on back order. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why would you tell me you're sending me a battery to replace this battery and then not tell me it's on back order? Why would you just like say nothing? Like, tell me that. Oh, we're real sorry. I was like, well, that doesn't help me. Like, I need this. Like, can you just get this going? Well, we're going to send you an equivalent battery. I was like, fine. Send me an equivalent battery. I don't care. It's like, do whatever you need to do. Just like give me a battery that has a clickety clack like it's supposed to, because it's supposed to have a clickety clack, and get it to me. Thank you. In a reasonable time. I'm not saying next day air it, but like we're talking weeks and weeks and weeks are going by. And then weeks and weeks and weeks more go by, and I call him back again. It's like, dude, what's happening? Like, I called you. You said you're sending me an equivalent. What's going on? Oh, yeah, no. Oops. I'm like, oops. Like, what the F? Like, come on, dude. Get this thing figured out. And then, like, out of the blue the other day, like, a battery shows up. I'm like, whoa, battery. Okay. I open it up. It's the exact same battery as mine. No equivalent. No. And, like, I looked at the invoice. The invoice was marked the 17th. The battery was delivered on the 19th. Which means they 2-dayed it to me. Which means they found one and just 2-day mailed it to me. It was like their solution. It's just like, dude, how? I don't even understand. Like after 3 or 4 phone calls, they'll 2-day mail you a battery, but they won't do that on the first 3 phone. Whatever. I mean, just rigid. They make me so mad, but yet they come through. So like, I can't stay mad at them, but I get mad at them. My impact driver thing, I'm kind of pissed about it, but like, I can't really be mad because I knew most likely what is happening was going to happen. Because like, the story with the impact driver is the impact driver has a cracked case, and I don't tear the impact drivers apart, but like, the place where it cracked in the case is the exact spot on the new impact drivers where they changed the material. They changed the build. Where on the one that cracked, it's 2 different plastics that came together on a mold seam, and it cracked there. On the new one, it's where metal connects to plastic. So it's like, oh, design flaw. They obviously addressed it. I call him up. It's like, hey, I got a crack in my tool. What would you like me to do? I asked them, what should I do? This tool's cracked. And the person on the phone was like, oh, send it in. I was like, you want me to send this to you with a cracked case? Yep. And I swear to God, that's what they told me. And I swear to God, I know it's not their policy. The person on the phone said, send it to us. We'll either fix it or replace it. And I remember telling myself, that's hilarious because that's not your policy, but sounds good to me. If you want to fix it, replace it, let's do this. What do I got here? I think I left the paper on my my buttermill. Look at that. There's paper. I left paper in there. Oops. That's going to get tasty. Anyways, fast forward. They sent me an email and said, sorry, sir, you dropped your tool and broke it. We're not going to fix or replace it. Do you want us to throw it away? And I'm like, no. God damn it. Please don't throw my tool away. I sent it to you because you told me to send it to you, and you told me you'd repair and replace it. That's what you told me. I didn't say, I'm sending this to you, repair or replace it. I didn't say that. Your representative said, hey, send it to us. We're going to replace or repair it. And I was like, hell yeah, I'll send it to you. Because the tool still worked fine. It just has a cracked case. So like, you cracked your case. I'm like, well, I didn't crack my case. It's a fatigue situation because about 100 billion screws have been drove in and out with this particular gun because it's one of my originals. You know, I think it's old as the hills. But, you know, whatever. Maybe it's that bacon that's burning. Could be. It tastes pretty good, though. So, you know, when I got the email that says, hey, do you want us to throw it away? I was instantly like, no, they told me they're going to repair and replace. So I make some phone calls. I get transferred up to, like, HR or the person in charge of the world or whatever. And they're like, they basically told me to pound sand. Actually, what they said is, we'll send it back to you. You can have a second opinion. And I was like, who would I take it to for a second opinion? The local repair guy. And I was like, oh, that guy, he's not in business. Whatever. The lady was like, make sure to let them know you don't want them to throw it away. So I instantly, after I got the phone, I instantly sent another email. Do not throw my tool away. I'm pretty sure it's in the trash. Haven't heard, like, I've called like 3 times. Where's my tool? Oh, yeah, we're going to send that back to you. One person's like, oh, I just got off the phone with them. Expected a tracking number shortly. Weeks went by. Nothing. Called them back. Oh, yeah, we're still trying to figure it. They're getting ready to ship that out. Expect it in 2 weeks. Oh, I failed that pancake flip. God damn it. So, yeah, like, something that started, like, halfway through December. I was told the other day, wait 2 weeks. This was send it to us and get it back in 2 weeks back in December. I should have had it back before Christmas. Just the other day, I was like, oh, give it 2 weeks. And I'm like, 2 weeks from when? From when I sent it in? From when I made the first phone call? The second or the third phone call? Oh, from today. Oh, 2 weeks from today. Gotcha. I'm sure I'll never see that thing again. Not very happy about it either. I screwed that pancake up something serious. But it's just like, whatever. We'll see how that ends up. Not impressed, though. But I had one person on the phone was like, can't you just take one of the ones you're about to throw away and just put the case on? Like, just give me an old crappy case and put on. That's all I'm asking. I mean, I'm not asking for that, but that'd work for me. Whatever. Fucking rigid. Trying to think the other thing that's like got me super sad. I was gonna buy the oscillating tool the other day. Well, that's why I bought that caulk gun. Whatever. Finally, says, fuck it, I'm just gonna order it. Went online to order it. Sold out. Don't have that deal anymore. All gone. I'm like, you know, I sat around for months thinking about buying that tool and like never did it. Kind of tried to plant that little worm in Boss Man's ears. Like, hey, Boss Man, you should buy one of these tools that I keep buying. Like, you use these tools. Maybe you should buy one. And yeah, that never happened. So ended up they sold out. God, that deal was so goddamn good. I told him, I was like, you never ordered that, did you? He's like, nope. I was like, it's all sold out. He's like, oh, that's too bad. Well, that deal will come back. I'm like, all right, I missed the question. What brand's the waffle maker? Oh, man. Man, I don't even remember. Reveal is the one that makes thin ones. What's the other one? I don't even know. Hold, please. It's one's a Reveal from like the ancient days, and the other one's a Toastmaster. Toastmaster. They're both used. The Toastmaster came from, I'm pretty sure my grandmother bought that Toastmaster when she was living in South Texas at the flea market. Either that it came with the home she bought. It probably came with the house. Works pretty good. Anywho's. So yeah, the rigid thing, I've been dealing with that. It's like, I call up, oh, I got a snow day, I get to deal with you people. Like, I'm trying to think if anything's ever just like been one phone call. I don't think I've ever had just a one and done with those people, ever. Some of the newest purchases have been going through. So like that caulk gun, I didn't have to make a phone call with that, so I should amend my statement. Normally, you register and nothing happens, and you have to call. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I did the shit you told me to do. What do you want me to do? And the person goes, click, 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 click. You're good, sir. But if I didn't make the phone call, then it never goes through. Then you forget about it, and then your 60 or 90, whatever days goes up, then you don't have a warranty. Like, that's... So, when's winter going to end? Oh, God, not soon enough. I mean, the technical winter ends on the, the 21st? Is that... 21st is the spring equinox. I mean, it depends on what your philosophy of what winter is. So, like, there's the how the weather feels out definition of winter, and there's, like, the, I mean, I don't know how scientific you like to get, but, like, the 4 seasons on planet Earth are based on the Earth's tilt in relation to the sun. When the Earth's tilt, so let's say this cabinet's the sun, right? Here, we're going to make a diagram. If this is the sun, and this is the Earth, and the Earth is tilted, as it comes around and tilts towards the sun, that's called summer. And as the tilt comes around this way, that's called autumn. That's the sun over there. And as the sun, as it tilts this way, that's called winter. And when it comes around this way, that's called spring. Obviously, the Earth is spinning, giving you day and night. But it's the tilt. So when it's this way, it's the spring equinox. On that one day, the daylight and the nightlight are the exact same amount of time. When it's here, it's called the the summer solstice. That's when the sunlight is the longest duration, and the dark is the shortest. The winter solstice is when it's pointed this way. That's when the dark is the maximum, and then over here is the autumnal equinox, and that's when the days are equal. They're astrological phenomenon that the Earth experiences in our solar system. Now, winter is like, it's snowing, it's winter, because like winter doesn't start till like the 21st of December, right? I got news for you. Sometimes winter shows up in October. So it's like, depends what you think about what winter technically is. Like, when does winter start? It's like, oh, for me, spring starts when there's no more snow and the shit starts growing. That's when spring starts, but. I think I got my griddle on backwards. Now, depending on where you live, let me just continue filming, doing nothing here, my bad. Depending on where you live on the planet, your amount of daylight and your amount of darkness in the winter and summer solstices can be quite dramatic. Like, there's some places where you get 24 hours of daylight. I lived in northern Denmark for a year, and on the longest day, the sun did kind of go below the horizon, but it didn't get dark, so it was like 24 hours a day. It was kind of crazy. Like, you were outside, and it was still daytime. That shit was crazy because they really celebrated up there. It wasn't like where I live now, where it's just like another day of the week. Like, it's a goddamn celebration. They go nuts. The whole country celebrates it. All over the country, they build bonfires. And then they burn if I remember right, they burn a witch, I think, is what they do. At least they used to. I think they kind of stopped doing that because like witches kind of got sad and made a complaint. But the town that I lived in was famous for having the largest of the bonfires in the country. They did it down on the beach. And that shit was huge. They also had this machine, had a basket that held a bunch of fire, and the machine would they'd tip it up. It was the old style lighthouse. That was kind of crazy. When am I going to mow the lawn? Oh, God. As soon as it's too tall to not be mowed. Right now it's under the snow. There's no lawn mowing required right now. Alright, what else is going on? I've spent the last whatever amount of days trying to organize the inside of my house since I couldn't go anywhere to do anything. It's so cold. And all I've managed to do is just make my house messy. Like, I would have thought by now I would have the house picked up. And I just like my kitchen table. Had the kitchen table 100% clean at one point. It's completely full again. 100% full. Just, I don't know. I've got some sort of defect in me that doesn't allow me to put things away, or I can't even figure it out. I don't even understand it. Can't do it. And it's not a new thing. It's been that way my whole life. I've never been able to like get everything put away at once. Just I'm not capable. I've been doing laundry but not folding laundry, so then I realized the other day, can I run the robot vacuum? I guess. Got power cord out though. Robot vacuum. Hold please. It's gonna get loud. How long have we been filming for? We got 10 minutes of robot vacuum. Oh, let's go. A software update? Later, please. Remind me later, bitch. I ain't doing that. So the robot vacuum has been having a hard time connecting as of late, which is kind of weird. But let's go with, we want kitchen. So it says connecting right now. And it probably won't connect. I don't understand. I'm having a hard time connecting. I don't understand why it's doing it. It does it randomly too, like. I don't. Unable to connect. Make sure the robot is connected. Well, it is connected. I've already done all that. I can't describe it. Like, there's nothing. It's 100% charged. It's 100% there. If I crawl underneath the refrigerator, it'll just fire up instantly. And then once it's running, then it's like, oh, it's good to go. It's like, stupid technology. And it randomly does it with the other one, too. Just like, nah, I'm not going to connect today. It's like, what? Why is that? Like, you just don't feel like it. It's like, well, that's less than convenient since I buried the goddamn thing under a hole, like, in my infinite wisdom, right? Who would have thought that'd be a bad idea? Needs rebooting. That's what I just got. It needs a reboot. Well, I don't know. I just rebooted it the other day. I mean, talk about, what is that called? First world problems. Your robot needs rebooting. Like, what was one I saw the other day? It was so funny. All right, I can press reboot. Hold on. Reboot. That's my other favorite one. Is this app only works in vertical? Like, great web design, you goddamn piece of shit. Like, God. Oh, but I want my robot on my smartphone. I hold it vertical because I'm a troglodyte. It's like, dude, how hard is it to make an option? Just make it. No, can't do that. Wait, hold on a second. What did you say? I got issues. I'm losing my ability to read. You just slide it a bit closer to the front, put something behind the station so it won't get pushed back. Oh, trust me, bud. I already built a custom fabricated block, holds it all in. I already did all that. That's been done for weeks, for months. I screwed straight into the floor. You can't move that thing at all. It's locked in to the point where, like, you got to get a screw gun out if you ever want to service the fucking thing. I learned that real lesson right away. Because, yeah, it was crashing all over the place. And that was not going to fly. But no, it's docked and it's charged 100%. Like I said, if I crawl underneath right now and hit clean, it'll just start cleaning. It's not a... It's an internet issue. You know how you have to have the internet? So anyways, the one I was going to tell you about, so wrap your head around this one. The new fancy barbecues that you can buy for way too much money, well, they're connected to the internet now, right? That way you can, like, I don't know, barbecue from your phone or something. I don't even really understand. I guess there's something to it where, like, it'll tell you the temperature, or maybe you can adjust. I don't even know. Don't know. But the video or the post that I saw on the internet was it's Thanksgiving Day, and the manufacturer of the barbecue decided today was the day to push a update out. And the guy couldn't barbecue his turkey because there was a software update that had to be done on Thanksgiving. And they're like, really? On Thanksgiving? A software update? And it's like, it's a goddamn barbecue. You can't barbecue because of a software update? Yep. It's like, oh my God. Well, I can't vacuum because of a... How long do robot vacuums last? I hope forever. I don't know. Probably not long enough. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Probably like everything else, it depends on how much they're used. I mean, one thing I noticed about my two robot vacuums is they don't sound the same. One of my robot vacuum makes a completely different sound when it runs, which you would never know if you only had one. I've torn it apart and tried to figure it out. Can't figure it out. It just makes a different sound. But whatever. All right. Well, I got to figure out this robot thing. Now you got me all upset about that. Had 5 or 6 over. Oh, God. Well, there I am all bundled up. Stop looking at my cabinets. All right, here's the deal. The stream is over. I got to go. Unfortunately, I have to use the restroom. The struggle's real, kids. All right, thanks for tuning in. Pancakes and coffee. Ice cold edition's over. Stay safe. Shovel your snow appropriately. Do the things you're supposed to do. I'll see you next time. Bye!